Hello everyone, welcome back. Thought we would do a color palette painting today, and I kind of want to revisit the Zorn, which was a red and a ochre and a white and a black, but just slightly different, but like the same idea. So I pulled out Blick Matte Acrylic Pink Deep and Yellow Orange Deep in these Blick Matte Paints. I like these because they're less expensive than artist grade paints, but they're much better quality than craft paints. And they run like $2.65 for this size, $2.65 or so, I think. But man, these go a long way. And I've been painting off of the ones I have for years. I just have all the colors so that I could do different things with them, and so I keep pulling all the different ones out, and they last quite a long time. And then I've got white and black, so I've already put these down. And I was kind of thinking, let's just show up and paint. Ever since I got this lovely Dina Wakley Journal, which is what we're painting in, and I had this idea during the art haul where I was talking about what I thought a fun project for this book would be, and I talked about maybe a color palette and a painting. I love the idea so much that after I did that first one, I've become obsessed with filling this paint with these type of paintings. And this is like the perfect book to do that. You know, it's not an old one, so you're not afraid to ruin it and mess it up. And it's a great reference library later, and I'm doing it in a low stress, low pressure kind of way. With the mixing and the creating. And then look at this library that we're creating of amazing color palettes and fun paintings. This has been even more enjoyable than I was thinking it would be. Like, I've been up here painting every single day, showing up, creating. They're not all perfect, and it doesn't even matter because the whole book as a whole is amazing. So if you've got an old ledger, or maybe you don't, and you want to just get one that's a nice reproduction, this has been the best project. And you know, when I'm filming this, and I've been working so hard up here in my art room that I'm way ahead in my videos. But when I'm filming this, they've just started the 100-day project. And can you imagine doing one of these every day for 100 days? Then you wouldn't have to figure out what project you were going to do for your project. Like, this is it right here. This would be the most amazing. Why did I put that in water? I'm back in I can't get away from the water with... I think it's because the habit of putting water in there with watercolor. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm just going to start mixing the first color with white, and then mix the two colors and mix that with white, and then mix the second color and mix that with white. And I'm just getting incremental shade differences just to see what different colors these can create. And then we'll make a abstract piece over here with these colors. And it's just super cool because whatever we end up with, you totally don't expect it. Okay, I love that. So let's get a little bit of this pink and some of this ochre, and we'll mix that. And there's still some paint in my brush, but I don't even care. Look at that color. This just, you know, there's a reason why this was such a good portrait set for Zorn, the artist that this was named after, because they're amazing colors that you can get, like all the variations in skin tones. It's amazing. But this is not quite exactly his palette. Obviously, I modified it slightly, but it's still something that you can experiment and play with, even as a modified color palette. Some shade of red, some shade of yellow, and just see, you know, what can that variation give you. Okay, it's super fun. I'm just gonna go with the yellow now. And I'm not even worried about ratios. I can come back to this book if I need to color and I'm like, ooh, look at that color. And I can gather from the ones I've got up top what colors I used If you want to be more exact with ratios, you can do that. Let's see if I can get this one. Well, I didn't get that one all the way to the line. Let's try again. But my goal here is to make color mixing a little more fun, a lot less stressful, and just see like what can you get if you sit and play. Don't make it hard on yourself. And it's a nice way to dip your toes into experimenting and exploring with your colors without making it super hard and stressful. All right, let's come back up here with some black and see what we can get with these darker colors. So do that with the red and then the yellow. And the mix, I've got the, let's take a little mix here. Maybe we'll set it right here. And add a little black to that mix. I need a little less black. Let's see if we can get less black. I want more. I want to see what that really is more it's in there. There we go. Ooh, look at that one. I got that one nice and more red. Let's put more yellow in there. Oh yeah, let's put some white in some of these and see what that gives us. Ooh, that's pretty right there. That's pretty. Oh my goodness, that color there. Super pretty. Red, black, and white. Look at that. It turns into this yummy brownish, taupish, really lovely color there. Totally wasn't expecting that. Oh, yeah. See those right there, super pretty. All right, let's do that with a little bit of white in with one of these here. And let's get some more white out. Man, this red, yellow, white, black just really does give you crazy good palettes. Well, I didn't get all the way to the edge with that one. Darn it, let's go back here and grab this one. I want them to be columns, that's why I tape it off. Even though we know that the tape possibly will tear the paper, I still like it. But I don't mind if they're different in the column, but I do want the column to be a column. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, those are good. Okay, so let me set that right there. And I'm going to get the tape off. So it's just 1/2 inch painter's tape I've got on there. Some people like washi tape. Some people like the delicate tape. I like the painter's tape. I don't know why. This painter's tape is a tiny bit stickier than the other one I was using. So I'm going to be super careful, and let me make sure there's no residue. Yes, no residue. Okay, good. I have some artist tape coming from Blick. I like the Blick artist tape, but it hasn't showed up yet. I had to hit the paint store. And when I put this tape on the paper, I did not smoosh it down. I just laid it down and just let it kind of stick itself to the paper, because I'm just trying to get a clean edge for my little samples here. The slower you go, the better. The heat gun will let that tape release from the paper. So pull all your little tricks out when you're doing your taping. Oh, that one got out underneath a bubble. Oh well. I still have the overall look of columns, which was my goal. Success! Did have one get up underneath the bubble, but I don't even care. Look how pretty that is. Alright, let's paint this side and see what we got going on today. What are we feeling? Are we feeling like, I'm kind of feeling like maybe all over pretty color and then some mark making stencils on top, but maybe we'll do like a big stencil, kind of like that flower one that's so neat. Ooh, I don't know, or maybe something like that. What? I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just jump in. I love the mix of the yellow and the red, so let's just get all of that on here. Maybe with some gesso, because gesso makes everything more spreadable, whereas white paint is good. This is just the Liquitex gesso. White paint is good for mixing. White gesso is good for spreading. And there's a difference too in the way that it just kind of gets in your paint there. It's a big difference. And I like doing this type of project, like doing it like this, because now we're using the paint that we put out for mixing and playing. So we're not leaving the page and coming back later and then trying to figure out, well, what did we do? We've still got it right here on our palette. And that's what I like so much about this project. Everything is still there, kind of waiting on us. So go ahead and do both pages in one sitting if you decide you like this project also. Ooh, these colors are speaking to me. They're so pretty. Oh my goodness, look how pretty these colors are. Got some bigger brushes coming too. I've got a bunch of brushes, but I want a bigger Princeton Umbria. These are the Princeton Umbria brushes I've been painting with in this book. I've got a Princeton Umbria number 12 round, and then these are the 5/8 inch filberts. Yeah, I like the filberts. I like these Princeton Umbrias. That's kind of fun there. And I could come back because I like using my bowl scraper, my silicone bowl scraper, and kind of moving some stuff around is fun. Look at that right there. Let's see if we can get some more of that. Let's pick up some of this yellow and see. Ooh, look at that. Let's do some mark making. Ooh, I picked up some black accidentally. Which I don't even mind. Let's just do it. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now I'm kind of feeling like I want to do something on top of this. So let me dry this. I need it to be really dry because if I put a stencil on top of this without it being dry, it pulls the paper and the paint off. This top layer of this paper really separates out. So now I'm just looking in my Stencil Girl stencils. So let me flip through here and we'll see what it is maybe I want to do on top. I don't want it to be like we did on the other one. I do love this stencil here, and I haven't really used it in this book. It's the flower one. It's a Stencil Club, so you gotta be on that Stencil Club page to find it. Ooh, I do love this one also. We've used it in one of our books. Let's see what else we got in here. Didn't like the seashell. We're gonna go past that one. Yeah, I mean, I do like it on some other stuff that I've done, but I did not like it on the page that we used it on. And I still think that was a good choice. I'm okay with having taken that off. Look at this thing, though. Well, I do love these colors, though. Ooh, this is kind of in my mind a little bit what I might have been thinking. Okay, I do love this Moroccan one. So we could possibly Ooh, as I knock my book in the floor. Don't do that. We could possibly do the whole thing in a pattern, and then we'll just see this color up underneath. And then we could like ring it in gold. Or we could do the whole thing in gold. But technically it's not a... Gold's not in our palette, but do we even care when we're getting to this point? I mean, it's not about being super exact unless that's the goal of your project. The goal of mine is to just create some beautiful stuff that I love, but I'm kind of feeling a little Moroccan tile, maybe in like a burgundy. Or is it too much? Will we cover up too much of this pattern? Or we could kind of come like it's a little bit, oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, okay, I'm feeling that. Not the whole thing, but we can do some of it. And I think I need to put out a little bit of our burgundy. Okay, and we're just going to experiment. It just is what it is. It's all about the play. Don't get hung up on messing stuff up. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh my gosh. Now I'm scared. Just throw down. Just go for it. I like that this is not black, so, and I like that I put the tiny bit of black down already so I don't feel like I left it out. Okay, was that enough? I don't know if that was enough. It's my ink blending brush that I'm using. Okay, let's just take a peel. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Too much paint at the very first one, but wowzers. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking tiny bit right here. Coming down this way. Now that's pretty. Okay, glad that was the decision that we made. I wish I had a little less paint on that one, but that's okay. Still exceptionally pretty. And it's, oh my goodness, now we're gonna have to pull out the gold. I know it's not gold, but it's close. Kind of thinking, do we want to draw around that? Because I could get my zig marker out, which I know you can't get anymore, but it would be really easy to draw with the zig, which is the Kuretake Gold Mica ink in a pen form, which you cannot get anymore here in the States. It was an exclusive that came in from Stencil Club, from the, sorry, Sketchbox. Or we could leave it like that and just have gold around it. Like some Punchinella gold. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Okay, I am kind of wanting to do this though. Do we have enough? Is it dry enough to try to do this? Because now I want to be lazy and just, doesn't even have to be perfectly on it. And you could freehand this, but if you got the stencil, why not? Alright, do we like that? Yes, we do! Let's do all of them. Oh, you know, you don't have to, if you don't have the zig already, because I know some of us have the zig already, you could totally do this with the Uniball Signo. That would be a good gold. Or the Copic Acrea gold would be a great gold. I just hadn't been using these zigs, and they're gonna, you know, supplies you don't use, they go to waste. They run out, they dry out, and so I don't want to not use them. There we go. Because we can't get them I've already got it. I just hate that we can't get them still. So use any gold that you have on hand. That's just fine. If you're doing this. This is just an idea for you. I like to just give you lots of ideas and then you go create and then see what you end up with. It's like a nice little project that you didn't have to sit and think, what am I going to make? Okay, that's pretty fun. I like that with a little bit of gold because look what that does in the light. It will shine a little bit in the light. So lovely. But I also want to do the gold for the I'm gonna do gold in here. We're getting gold. I could get one of the stencils from the stencil thing out so that you could find this. I know that, is this the stencil girl? I know that both of these companies have stencils that look like punchinella. Maybe it's the joggles. Let me pull the, oh, or I could do, yeah, let's pull the joggles book out. I love this one. So this one that I used was called L177 Ward, W-A-R-D, and it looks like Moroccan tile there. But I know I got one that looks like punchinella in the joggles. So, ooh, or even, yeah, I want the punchinella. I want the circles, not the ones that are crooked, but I want the ones that are more uniform because I feel like this is more uniform. And I can kind of look at it and judge where I want them maybe. And I think I'm just gonna, this is a pipette. See how easy that pipette is to use to get ink out of there into something else or into like a fine line bottle. And then you just kind of wash it out in some water, just soak some water in it and squirt the water back out and it's clean again. I like having a pipette on my table. But I was kind of thinking that it might be easier to get that in the brush like that. Let's see. I need more. I need some more. I'm making it kind of slight, I think, because on purpose, because I think when the light shines on it, that's going to be really pretty. Like around our Moroccan pieces. All right, let's see. Got a little extra right there, but it still looks cool. And it's very, very slight, which is exactly what I wanted. So now look what it does in the light. What? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love that. Put the pipette in the water. We're good with that. I do feel like maybe it could use a little Mark May, or do we just love it right there like that? Maybe we just love it right there like that, and I don't want to add anything else to it to ruin it. But you could mark make. We could do some more lines. We could do some dots. We could do quite a lot, actually. I'm kind of actually, now that I've said dots, though, feeling like, let me get this paint out of my way before I stick my hand in it. But what about maybe a couple white dots? Punchinella. I mean, Posca dots. Let's do it. Let's just do it. If you have the thought come to your mind, just get brave and do it. Now I'm spreading gold ink all over the table, and we got some gold on the back cover, but it's not bad. I don't even mind it. It's just a tiny bit. But I think I'm going to paint the cover when we're done, so I'm not even thinking about what is that going to do. I don't know. Do I even want white dots? Because I'm kind of feeling it like that. Maybe we just want to leave it like this because it sure is pretty. I'm feeling this. We could do some splatter. Now I do feel like a little, okay, now I'm feeling this. Now I know where I'm going. Okay, I got it. Let's just get a little bit of water here. And maybe some of this like dark, okay, let me mix some of this up first. Let's get the dark burgundy. I want the burgundy. Okay, and then let's get some water. Let's get that on our brush. And I feel like, and we could do gold, we could have done gold splatter. Yeah. See, now I got my dots without it being white dots. Oh my gosh, this was exactly what it needed. Good idea! Give me some more water. Give me some more water. Here we go. That's what it wanted. We could still do some gold dots. Are we feeling gold dots too? I might be feeling some gold dots now that I thought of that. Let's just do it. Let's just do it because it might just kind of sprinkle in around that. Okay, oh my gosh. All right, now that is rather lovely. Okay, I do feel like we're done now. That is what it needed. I'm making a mess there. Oh, no wonder I'm getting gold everywhere. I've got it running down the side of my thing here. All right, let's just set this on there until I can clean it off. Oh, look at this. And look at our palette and our painting. Look how lovely that is, and the gold that shines in the light. Oh my gosh. Hope you enjoyed painting with me today. This was a good paint day. I'm just gonna write the colors that I've used up the top there, and then this page will be finished. So I will see you guys next time.